So you've heard of the 80/20 rule, but is it still relevant in today's world? Now, I think the answer is yes. So for those of you that don't know what the 80/20 rule, it's basically saying that 80% of your results come from 20% of your input. Look at it this way. If you've got something that's your business, you look at anything with the 80/20 rule, you're going to say like 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your customers. Now, generally, this is something that applies to everything. Even I've learned it applies to your closet. So if you don't believe me, go into your closet and see if you wear 20% of your clothes and 80 that you don't wear, you haven't worn in a long time. If so, the 80/20 rule still applies to you. This is a pretty simple example, but you can put this in any area of your life. So what do you do about it? The 80/20 rule is essentially something you pay attention to, and you go and look at that 20% and see how you can expand the 20% by removing the 80%, and it keeps leveling up and recycling itself. So for example, if you have 80% of your results for 20% of your customers, you work on expanding that so that it gets wider. It's the 80/20 rules still apply, but maybe you add more customers in and your overall revenue goes up. As an example, maybe you go in your closet and you remove as many clothes as you can, and so that 20% becomes a new threshold for your closet. So that's just the way I like to think about the 80/20 rule. I do believe in it. I think that it's applicable everywhere, and it's something to pay attention to.